Hey guys, how's it going? Just moved in a queue, so I used the boost there, so I'm going to keep running through with that and go to map 5. Or Act 5. I didn't understand how the new crystal was going to work for this. I thought you had to 100% clear it, but all you've got to do is beat it once. So I'm going to try and see, can I do the easy lane? I'm going to try to run with dual Star-Lord. I got a couple of my best champions right now are over in... I don't even know if this will even be doable. Hey Evie, how's it going? My best champions right now are in Alliance Quest, so I'm going to try to run it with who I have left. So we're just kind of going to take a quick run through and see how this goes. This could be really ugly, or it could be awesome. So I should have more than the roster to be able to do this. We'll see how it goes. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. I completely misunderstood how that whole crystal was going to work for the map 5. I thought you had 100% clear all of it. So if it's just one run through, I think I can do one run through. I'm going to try and do it with Iceman and dual Star-Lord. I mean, Iceman's mean too. He's got like a signature ability of like 60 already too. I had a ton of stones I was able to put into him. I'm saving for quite a while. Special one can't be blocked. And you have stupid degeneration. Alright. I guess everybody's probably going to have this degeneration. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Come on, intercept him. Jerk. It's terrible. I have no bueno. No bueno at all. Yeah, my roster is getting pretty mean. I'm about to have an R5 Quake and an R5 Hyperion too. They're both right there, pretty much ready to go. Just need to get the one more T4 class catalyst form. Use the other Star-Lord here. I don't really have a whole ton. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna get about as far as I can and then figure it out from there. Hopefully the degeneration is just on this one and isn't on all of them. Because my top two Mystic sustainable champs are both in Alliance Quest right now. So I'm hoping to get as far through it as I can right now before I get them back. We'll just kind of see what I can do. Hoping the easy path shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, we'll see what I can do and how far I can get. If, I mean, I know definitely that the collector I expect to cost me. I expect that to be kind of ridiculous. But I'm going to see maybe if I just use boosts, how far I can get. Boosts in the easy path. I want to use him here, but I guess he's going to be my choice. Yeah, if this winds up ending really quickly, then I'll just start doing the T4 arena, but I'm trying to see how far I can get. I should have decent enough guys to do this. I wasn't really paying that much attention while I was watching everyone else do it, so maybe I should have been. I'm hoping the easy path won't be too bad. I'm going to plan this out so well, though, I'm not even going to look to see how far and how long this path even is. We're just going to go. It's a video game. That's how you learn. You just get in there and try it. If I do reach a stage that's harder when I come in tomorrow, my R5 Voodoo and R5 Guillotine, I think it'll be a little bit easier. Iceman will probably be the best bet anyways. If Starlord had more health, I'd probably bring him in. I don't want to heal him up just for this. The Iceman's bleed immunity will do me enough. Boom. Yeah. How's it going? Yago Fury? Gonna try to run Act 5 here while I have my 3 of my best champions in Alliance Quest. So we'll fight the uphill battle and we'll live stream it so everyone can watch my pain. Man, Iceman is a beast. It is ridiculous. I don't even understand his mechanics yet at all. All I know is that everybody he fights, he just drops. Seems to be pretty awesome for pretty much every situation. Do 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 do. damage through my block was insane. Insane. This one's probably gonna stink. Oh, that didn't even do anything. Alright. Why did my hit points look like they moved? This will be interesting. And then with the other Star-Lord. No bueno. I don't even think I hit him there. That was no good. I don't know if a 20%er here will even do anything with the generation. May just be a waste of my time. We'll try one. See how it goes. If that doesn't work, then I'll try a 40%er. Plenty enough. I wonder how much is left of this path. Hopefully. Take me there and maybe I just have a boss fight. Oh, I got 2 more. Oh, man. Bleed is more effective, and you're just a big giant jerk. You probably literally can't even make it 2 seconds. You'll make it more than 2 seconds. Do 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 do. No. Oh man, oh, almost dropped him. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, all you gotta do is hit him once. King will be interesting. I don't think I fought a king really in a while. Yeah, I didn't realize a couple days ago how important this was. I wish I would have realized it while we were in the break from Alliance Quest and Alliance War, so I could have tried doing this with my legitimate full attack team, but I didn't want to read this. I don't want to waste time on my boost. Oh, that's just fine, man. Hop back and forth, do whatever you gotta do. I'll be here. I understand, I do that quite a bit. I guess a lot of times I'll sit here in front of my computer and I'll watch I get annoyed though when I'm watching it in the living room. I've got to figure out a way to get my chat to work better then. Because I have to turn it in the computer in here. And then somebody says something. I gotta come run all the way into my office. No. Can I one-time him? No. Oh. Starting to think I was going to one-time him there. It's getting close. Iceman says we'll see what Iceman can do here. Quite have enough health. I'm going to say probably Star-Lord will probably be my best bet, and probably just a 20% boost. 20% heal or revive should be all I should need. I get confused with everyone having different names. It throws me off all the time. So I use ExtrmWill everywhere. Makes everything easier for me. Ah, okay. Are you new to the Let's Make It Right group then, I think? I think I've seen you in there more recently. I mean, how do I know which one's the easy path? Actually look at stuff. Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum bum. Yeah, I think those things are pretty nice. Do you stream too? Let's see. Wrong button. Take a look here in a second. If you stream as well between fights, then I'll go and I'll subscribe to yours. There's definitely some of the guys in there I like more than others. I don't think Eevee's in there anymore. He was in there for a little bit. But, this stream is probably one of my favorites right now. I like him and The Grand Scheme, probably my two favorites. I don't think I even read what she did as her abilities. I was just thinking it was the degeneration again. I don't think it is. Alright, so go to channel. Subscribe. Subscribed, and I'm back. Yeah, ton of subs. I don't think I've seen any of your streams yet, but try and check it out more later on. Let's see, it looks there's definitely an easy path that way. What's this other one here? No shit! I was trying to view, not move. Alright, there's an easy path that way too. I guess we're going that one. Hoo-ha. Alright, let me read one of these. I thought it was going to be degeneration again, but apparently it's not degeneration. Okay. Alright. generation's gonna stink. Come on. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Woohoo! Your Ace Fusion's another one. I really like his channel too. There quite a bit. I don't know if any of those guys are in there though. Other than I guess the Grand Cajone is probably, but the other guys aren't. Let's go in with the weaker Star-Lord first. Maybe we'll see if I gotta save actual Star-Lord for later on. I do have to try to decide what I want to do here, I think. Should get another Tech T4 class Catalyst pretty soon. And I'm going to have to decide, do I want to R5 my 4-star Ultron who's not awakened yet, or do I want to rank 3 my 5-star Star-Lord who is also not awakened yet? Oh man. That was no bueno. Yeah, because I already have the one Star-Lord, so it's, I could start working on the other Star-Lord, or, but neither one of them are awakened, so it makes it all a lot more obnoxious. It's not necessarily a good answer for either one. I could wait, I guess, till one of them gets awakened, but terrible timing. This is no good. No, the Ultron is a 4-star. So he'd be the 4-star to rank 5, or the 5-star Star-Lord to rank 3. Be my two choices. That's gonna do anything for me, or if that's just gonna just straight up tease me. How's it going, Ninja? Yeah, I'm going to open another 5-star on the first, I guess. I'll wait and see if I want to get an X-23 if I can. Would be probably the most ideal. I have a Mutant Awakened Stone. How's it going, Brussels? It's the El Donkey Show. Yeah, I've been streaming for quite a while. I've been streaming for 6 months already. But I don't always take it very seriously. Kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I'll play a lot, and sometimes I won't. A glutton for punishment. Oh, this one may be like super obnoxious. Especially without having a mystic in here. Hey! Yeah, my Dr. Voodoo would definitely come in handy right now. Come on, how am I timing this off? Yeah, I was watching over Slice'ems, they were talking about all of them. The basic opinion was it used to be really cool, and now it's just terrible. You'll probably see that being probably the way it is. It doesn't really do a whole lot anymore, but like diminishing returns and all that. I used to use it a long time ago, and then I pretty much felt like I stopped using skill champions. I didn't feel like I had a real reason to. I kind of feel like maybe I should have redone my masteries for doing this. I'm probably going to be doing a ton of reviving. No, that was dumb. That was dumb. Oh, but somehow or other I blocked it. Well, that happened. No. I did one this morning. It wasn't like anything real amazing or ridiculous. Not like the ones I was doing. Not like the other couple I had done. I did open. I think I opened 25 premium hero crystals this morning, and I got 15 max signature crystals out of it, out of 25. So I thought that was pretty decent. Yeah, Mystic Dispersion is awesome. It's when you kind of got to look at who you're using, though, for exactly how much you want to put into it. Like I use Voodoo, so Dr. Voodoo. So I like my Mystic Dispersion at level 3. I think if I put any more in that, then I don't think I can use his L1 anymore at all. So. think Mystic Dispersion is the only one of the class ones that's really worth it. But you got to look into how many of them are you using? How many Mystic Champions do you use for whether it's worth it or not? I would assume everybody is running a Mystic Champion in their top 3, so at least one Mystic Champion in their top 3. So if you're using a bunch of them, it may be more worth it. For Magic, I think it's definitely, like, for Magic, you definitely want to be at, like, 5. If you're running the majority of them on your defense, you want a higher number. I don't have a Magic, though, so I don't know. Playing with Magic, she might actually be better at, like, 4. Yeah, I think the pure skill sounds kind of like a waste. I think you would be better off with the points in, like, Assassin or any of the utilities. Deep Wounds. Oh, man, I've still barely even touched any of this. Oh, yeah. I kind of want to go that way for the better chest, but that way maybe less people. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go less people because that should be the easier path. Yeah, I think even are better than pure skill. I mean, just any of the random utilities they have in the front, I think would still be better than pure skill. This is my personal belief and opinion. I mean, unless you're running super skill heavy, you're running like 2 of your 3 top champions as skill. I have mine set up specifically, basically, for me to run like Guillotine as my top champion, because for a very long time she was my top champion. So I have a good mix of Deep Wounds and Mystic Dispersion and Assassin. Yeah, I would probably dump pure skill. I don't think it's actually worth it because it's not gonna affect enough of your fights to really wind up being worth it. I mean, unless you're really running super skill heavy, but if you're running super skill heavy, like, you should probably just need better champions. Like, there are a lot of really good skill champions, but I don't think it's going to affect enough of your fights to be worth those points. You'd be better with just, like, Gauze Cannon or something, just, like, in general, or using the, I can't think of what the one is called that's in the first set of tiers for your attack that evades armor, because they would at least help everybody. See that one coming. That's gonna, like, I don't have my Deep Wounds maxed either, because I only really have the 1 bleed champion, so I think I only have 2 or 3 in my Deep Wounds right now. And my plan, if I look at, like, my top 6, only 2 of them bleed. So my thought is to max out Assassin first, and then if I get more bleeders, then go back to work on Deep Wounds. Yeah, one of the things they're saying, like, pre-12.0 is really good because they didn't have the diminishing returns and all that, so you could take guys below 0 for the defense, so you're doing, like, a ton of damage. But after 12.0, it's just not as effective. Yeah, because I think pre 12.0, I ran it for a little while, but I don't think I maxed it. I think I only had it at like 2 or something. But pre 12.0, I hadn't really been playing that long yet. I'd probably been playing for, you know, 6 months or something like that. Ah. I need to be playing a little bit better, or a lot better. This is going to wind up getting really rough. I don't have courage. I kind of want to just like redo my masteries, but I don't know how much I'm gonna. I don't know how much I want to full on sell out into this yet. Welcome back, Evie. And welcome, Eternal Warrior. Just gonna work on trying to dunk my way through through Act 5 here. With my best champions off in Alliance Quest. So what better time to try to get the first couple of maps done? You might actually be a better choice here. My 3 best champions are... Oh. He's asking something else. Oh. He did not get very far. No, that's no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. This is 5.1.2. I don't know how to do the call on Line app. Somebody was saying it was pretty easy. I have Skype up in the background though. Well, you need to have... Yeah, I'm not looking to 100%. I'm just looking to beat everything once. Because I believe it's August 4th that new crystal is going to come out. The daily crystal is going to change over. So I just need to get the easy path done on 5.1 and on 5.2. Oh, come on! Should 3 hit points left? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Boom! In the face. Was my boost going? Is that why this is a lot harder now? That's probably why this is a lot harder. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I just messaged you. Alright, I'll add you in the call, and then if you want to... Can you add other people in? I'll ask you. I'll just ask you when you're on the call here. So we will call Eternal Warrior. My GM right here. I just don't want to assume, Evie, that he's going to hop on. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, sir.
So you're just going for completion on 5.1 and 5.2?
I'm going to try to do my best at it.
Alright.
Let's use one of these here real quick. If anyone else wants to come in, can you add them in, or do I have to do that? Are you able to do it?
No, you're the host. You're the only one that can do that, as far as I'm aware.
But if we're on a Skype call, then would you have to call me to be able to add people in?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Map 5 on day 1 is just so much easier than day 5. Oh my god, it's so much better. Yeah, Evie, he fixed it up a while back.
Yeah, I think we only had the one day we ran it off the phone. But it is a different extension now, because now it's a different picture, I think. Let's see. 4-4 road to limit. I know it was a lot of people that I don't have, was what I heard, were the best people to bring.
Brutal, is that the spite node? Is it the spite node? Evie Kranos is another MCOC YouTuber. He's the person who went for Archangel, but he didn't want Archangel. He wanted someone like Iceman or Hyperion, and when he got Archangel, he was disappointed. It was pretty sad.
Having a lot of problems, I've noticed, like today and yesterday, with my guys whiffing.
They're whiffing?
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm going to make up for it by doing stupid things like walking into guys while they're trying to hit me. Yeah, Kranos is a pretty good YouTuber. I haven't watched a whole lot of his stuff, but caught a little bit of it.
Oh yeah, Will, what path do you run in map 5?
Run a lot of weird randomness. It kind of keeps changing. The one I'm running right now, I don't even know what it would be described as.
Bruce, or if it is a spite node, then do you have like magic or Vision or Hawkeye.
Oh, I can't even find a map for it really quickly. Yeah, I can find it in here. No. We can just go. I'll just go over there. I'll bring it up and show you what map I've been running. I don't know the lanes right offhand, but there's too many different maps. So we'll fight. Where's this? This is right here.
Brutal. Then if you have all of them, bring Magic, a power game team, or a Magic and a crit team, and just use her S2, back them in a corner, and intercept and rinse and repeat until they're dead.
Yeah, I'm always the very first guy in, so I run right here. I normally run 2 right there, and then I go to work, and then I come and I run this. And then to be super obnoxious, this guy works first shift and I work second shift, so we work together to run this, so it really doesn't work for either of us. Because now he's not going to be up for another 6 or 7 hours, and he's going to get up probably right after I go to bed. So then it's a little obnoxious, but sometimes I'd probably rather run this outer one because I'm running dual mystic. But because I took the energy to get to right here, I didn't have any, so he went that way first.
Right. See, you play like so much better in AQ than you're playing on stream right now.
Well, yeah, I purposely did my AQ before. It's a lot harder to play while you're streaming and talking to people and not able to fully focus in on what you're doing.
Brutal, if you have a 5-star rank 4 Magic, what are you doing still doing Road to the Labyrinth? Yeah, just bring in that Magic and Power Game team or whatever, or a Mutant Crit team and just, like, kill everyone. It's not even that hard. But yeah, that Cosmic lineup with Dr. Voodoo, oh my god, it's so much fun. So much poison.
Yeah, I think if I wanted to do this like for real and I wanted to actually be like a good player, I definitely wouldn't be live streaming it. I would just be doing it in the other room where I could focus a little bit easier, but that wouldn't be anywhere near as much fun. There'd be no glory in that. One of these days I'm going to get decent, though.
Yeah, and Brutal having a 5-star rank 4 Magic makes the Spike chapter, like, so much easier. So you're quite lucky.
So I think today I just want to see about how far I think I can make it without my Dr. Voodoo and my guillotine.
If you had Dr. Voodoo this Howard the Duck matchup,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Yeah, this would already be over.
And bait that L1, you're gonna die if you don't.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I was on vacation when the thing came out about the new change in the crystals. So I thought you would 100% clear all this in order to get the new crystal. Oh.
Nope, luckily.
So I should be able to donk my way through it, I think. Get it done pretty quickly. Do 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 do.
Oh yeah. Well, you ended up duping Kappa, right?
Yes. So I'm waiting now for a science advancement or item usage. Oh, that heal's gonna...
4 stones into him.
Yeah, I should have probably like 30 science stones. I think I may only put about 20 into him, and then I'm going to save the rest. I think I'm going to use my science awaken stone on my quake. Yep. And I'm going to put the rest into her. Try to keep them about even.
I mean, like right now, it's like the top 2 science champions are Captain America and Hulk. And people debate who's better and whatever else, right? But when it comes down to Alliance War, Hulk and Captain America is a big, big difference. And Captain America, if you burst stun immune Juggernaut on a in war duped with max mystic dispersion, you're just gonna have so much more fun with Cap. You can sit there and block all day when it's duped and not even take the slightest bit of damage and come out fine. And that's what I love about Cap. But for Alliance Quest, Hulk is a lot better.
I thought Quake was in that list too. I thought it was kind of like a 3-headed monster.
People
where they were all
rank
the same.
Quake more for prestige nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't see too many people using her on offense anymore.
Yeah, I was figuring I was going to use her on defense actually, but I think she's pretty decent on defense. She's got that evade that can be kind of noxious. Like I don't know what it is. If she has a high enough like signature ability, she just gets super annoying.
No, it's part of her abilities.
Yeah.
Just to evade.
Well, because like sometimes she'll evade everything, and then like sometimes she won't evade anything.
Oh, that's a debuff. If she puts concussion on you, that red thing, she will evade all your basic attacks. Oh, and people watching, if you want to type something in chat, who do you think is better for Alliance War, Hulk or Captain America World War II? Assuming both are duped at 550 and are at Sig 99.
What's up, Samuel?
Welcome to the stream, Samuel. Jago, the question was, in your opinion, duped at 550, Sig 99, who's better for Alliance War, Captain America World War II or Hulk? You are correct, Samuel. That is my username.
Not sure how I'm going to beat Howard the Duck.
Does he keep regenning on you?
Yes, he keeps regenning on me, and his L1 is unblockable, and I keep not thinking that his L1 is unblockable, and...
You can block the thing that he shoots at you, though.
Okay.
It's only the first part. Jago, Nabby Boy fan, I agree with you, dude. You guys... Cat World War 2 is just such an MVP in war. Stash. Oh, catalysts. No, team basics. Who cares? Samuel, you are so freaking lucky, dude. 4-star voodoo, so not fair. Yep, Jagged, that's exactly what he can do. I still have 15 minutes till I can get this note down. I've joined a new alliance on my alt account, and I think this is the only alliance that I have seen. Like, a third of the members have Dr. Voodoo as their top champion, and like 2 of them have 455 duped 5-star Voodoos. Oh, it's so annoying.
Half of my alliance is Voodoo.
See, that's like
and
so
about a third
fair.
are Ultron.
Like, I need a Voodoo on this account so much. Oh, Natty Boy, you pulled a Dormammu, dude. Another great pull, but guys, just so freaking good in defense.
Yeah, I was guillotined for a long, long time. And then Voodoo eventually took that over. Now, I didn't know guillotine's even in my top page anymore.
Jago Fury says, you add me on line app. My line ID is iReaper.
I know he's in at least one of my subgroups. He might be in 2 of my subgroups I'm in. Online chat.
Sammy, you have Psylocke as your top champion? Yeah, I don't see that much either.
No. Alright, so Drax definitely wound up being the answer there for for beating Howard the Duck. Did way better than my Star-Lord was doing. Star-Lord might have been, I just don't think I'm paying enough attention. Alright, how ridiculous is this guy? It's like nothing. Alright.
Oh, you're lucky that you didn't have to fight Moon Knight last week. In Evade Week, Moon Knight's just so annoying. Ugh.
The Karnak's a weird one. People either like absolutely love him or they hate him like unconditionally.
If you run suicides, I mean, Karnak's great. Nabby boy. Yeah, dude. I need an Iceman as well. Nabby boy, who's on your AQ team, dude? And who's on your war offense team? Yo, legendary gamer, welcome, dude. And stop going on about Jensa M. Alright.
I kind of wish item usage was going on right now. Definitely burning through items.
Nabby boy, yeah, that's a pretty good quest and war team, but like I'd say you probably want separate teams. So you have Ultron, let's say if you're doing war and AQ at the same time, right? Depending on what you run, you could rank rank Iceman because of the double immunity. And yeah, you can take bleeding notes and stuff and cancel out evade and all that crap. But Wolverine is just one of the best AQ clearers in the game. And Archangel, it depends what his SIG level is.
I'm all mad that I'm beating him because I used my team 40% heal. Revive. I got so many guys left.
If you want to defeat the Collector, yeah.
I figure it's going to cost me a bit.
Stop up some more revives. Natty boy, I'm assuming Voodoo's duped, right? Because if he's not, I still wouldn't use him.
Guess I'll take a look at this one. I'm not going to even try to run it. I don't have the units or the items yet, but I'll take a look and see what it says. I got to worry about.
Back and forth. That thing is life transfer, I think. No, I'm not sure. It's something weird. Because Natty boy, since you don't have like gems or anything, Voodoo benefits so much from being duped. If it's not duped, he's nowhere near as reliable. Oh yeah, that's Flare. Okay.
Alright. Let's So as far as I'm making that, so let's do this thing.
Will, do you have like a duped rogue or anything?
No. I have a rogue, but she is not awakened.
Oh, well, Rogue is so based in that chapter. She heals so much on her lifesteal.
I have my unawakened rogue.
Well, your unawakened rogue, she'll still steal, but she won't crit. She might not be bad for that, though. Well, Navi boy, you're gonna have to hope or think that you one day dupe Voodoo, because as soon as you dupe Voodoo, that you can use him anywhere. Line square, line squares, does not matter.
Yeah, I definitely recommend when you get Voodoo, like dupe him like a week later, and then get running Mystic T4 class Catalysts and bring him up to rank 5 immediately. Works really, really well. Within about a week of getting him, or 2 weeks of getting him.
Oh, and Legendary Gamer, most people in Slice'em think you're not Gensa M. Especially since you said there's 64 mastery points. So, yeah. There's not. Maybe boy, the gem on Wolverine, it honestly doesn't matter. Like, you can use it, I'd say Wolverine is totally generic worthy. Oh yeah, Nabby boy. If your Scarlet Witch is Sig 90, get her to rank 5 straight away and chuck her on your AQ team, you can have fun. Elise Cliche says, so what are your two thoughts on Doc Ock and Green Goblin? Please do share.
I haven't actually seen anything for him yet. I don't watch.
You should go
videos.
check it out. I mean, like, those two champions look to be really awesome.
Awful?
No, awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Nowhere near as bad as Carnage. They look to be really good champions. Jago Fury, smash that like button. Yes, people do smash that like button. And hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed.
Yeah, I don't have the cool little dancing guy thing, though. So there's no reason to go and keep unsubscribing and resubscribing again. We do over in Evie's channel.
Oh yeah, so Doc Ock, he's really complicated, and he looks like if you... Alright, so Doc Ock is really complicated, but if you can get him awakened, he's like really, looks to be really good. So he builds on these three things: chemistry, physics, and biology. Now I need to think about this, but chemistry, you build it and then you treat it almost like Phoenix. Like, you'll get to a point where you build up this thing and you'll get to something called breakthrough, and each of these gives you an effect. So chemistry, it's when you get hit or you hit people, you get a fury effect. When you reach breakthrough, you get lifesteal, 100% lifesteal, and some other stuff. I cannot remember all this on top of my head, but Doc Ock is just so complicated, but he looks to be really good. As for Green Goblin, he's a bit different. He could be a really good defender, but he has like a bag of tricks. And everything in the bag of tricks does different things. Incinerate, poison, power drain, all that stuff. And his Sig ability is like it looks like it's like magic, because every time you fill a bar of power, he has a chance to throw all those bombs at you, and then if they're unavoidable, you could get screwed. But no, that's all I can remember. It's too complicated.
Like he throws the bombs whenever he hits a bar of power?
Yes, so think about it this way. So magic gains limbo, has a chance to gain limbo.
Yeah.
But if you hit him and you get him to a bar of power, it probably acts almost like magic's limbo, but I don't know if it's unavoidable.
I don't think he can get a free attack every time he gets a bar of power. It would have to be avoidable.
Yeah, but the question is how hard it is to avoid.
Yeah.
That is the question.
Well, Rich, if you accidentally deleted the game, you should be able to just honestly reinstall it. It should be on whatever device you have figured out through either your Google Play account or your Apple Play account. So
or your Kabam account.
Or a Kabam account. Yeah, deleting the game shouldn't make any kind of real difference. Whatever format you're playing on should have it automatically saved. I've never logged in on my tablet or on my phone, and I have it installed on both. Yeah, I'm always pretty far behind on what's happening with the new champions, because I wait till I get the 3-star to play around with them, and then I start trying to figure it out, or wait till I fight them in the monthly quest, and then so I normally don't even know now until I hit Master Mode if the champion even looks like they're remotely any good or not. They can do anything.
Oh yeah, what class do you think Doc Ock will be, or what class do you think Green Goblin will be?
Originally, I thought they were both going to be Tech, because Tech was still so far behind, but I don't think Tech is that far behind. I think one might be Tech and one might be Science. But I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were both Science either.
Well, I mean,
it would make a lot of sense.
I don't think they'll both be Science. I think one will still be Tech, because Tech is still a little bit further behind. But
yeah, but Science is like such bad champions. Oh yeah, Evie, I'm willing to spend on a 5-star feature, dude. My prestige is over 5,500 now, so like, I can do whatever. Rich055 Gamer says, have you played Stacker in the arcade? Well, I don't know about Will, but I have no idea what the hell that is.
you don't know what an arcade is, or you don't know what Stacker is?
Stacker is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Stacker is either. I haven't been to an arcade in a while.
I mean, like, I didn't grow up with arcades like most people do, but, you know, arcades are still around.
Yeah, I don't know if people... I mean, you gotta get a lot older now, I think, to have really grown up with an arcade. Like, I guess there's Chuck E. Cheese, but that's not really like a true arcade. It's still ridiculously overpriced, but...
Samuel, Quake is a good science champ, but, like, in all practicality, like, you know, Hulk and Captain America World War II are, like, the real best science champs.
Is Stacker like Tetris?
I have no idea. Grinding these milestones actually give you so much more units than I thought. Oh, it's sad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. For a while I was trying to grind them in most of them. But I stopped on the 2-star arena because it was too annoying to keep going back to. But now that I have a lot more 2-star champions, I may start grinding that one a little bit more too. We'll see though. I did Figured I'd work on like my chores and all that the last couple of days. I got a bunch of stuff done I needed to get done. I needed to recharge the AC in my car because it had stopped working, and it's been over 90 degrees like every single day. So I had to get that fixed. So I did that, and I had to work on the yard, which I didn't get done today, so I gotta do that tomorrow. Stinks. I'll get that done. I should be good to grind for cable in the second round.
I want to see what it goes for first round. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah, I wanted to look at that yesterday, and I wanted to do a video on it. But when I looked at the arena results, they weren't in yet from the previous round.
Samuel says, there's a chance that I think could go to Quake, Hulk, YJ, and Electro. And Evie says, who do you guys think is the last boss for Act 5 final chapter?
Evie, I have no idea who Medusa is, but that's what people are saying. But I wanted to do a video yesterday, and I didn't get around to it because these numbers weren't in yet. So let's take a look at this really quickly. I think right now you see a huge drop-off from when they started getting rid of guys from for cheating and all that. I think Captain America should have gone significantly higher, but I think we lost almost like 500,000 or 600,000 off of that. And the 3-star featured, it looks like we've lost like 200,000 on this, because each new champion was progressively getting significantly higher. He was going up each time, and then when they started banning people, the new champions went way down, and the basic went way down after they started banning people. Because you look at that second round for Gwenpool, she went for 4.4 after going for 6.2. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. I was going to do a video on it. Maybe I may still do a video on it later, but I think arena cutoffs are going to be significantly lower. I mean, the more I think they can work on taking care of the guys who are doing whatever cheating it was they were doing, I think those numbers will get more in line.
Navy Boy, the chapter, Act 5.3 looks to be the Grandmaster.
Let's see if I can go back to what it is that Evie's actually talking about. Let's see here. See how you can see the boss on here? So what Evie's talking about is, like, who is this?
Does he think it's Medusa?
Yeah, I would think Medusa. I don't really know who Medusa is, but I'm thinking it's probably Medusa.
But the hair looks like nothing like Medusa.
She's got all of her snakes in a bun or something. I don't really know who Medusa is, so
she's like, basically, in Marvel, she's like the husband of Black Bolt, but she's like a crazy lady with snake hair and other stuff.
Well, the one picture I saw of her, she had like red hair. So, and she's supposed to be like the female leader of the Inhumans or whatever. Isn't she supposed to, isn't that like, is she Quake's mom? Or no, or is that somebody else?
No, I don't think so. If it was Quake's mom, that would be creepy as, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, Evie. It could be a guy with a man bun, but I don't think it is because her chest sticks out. So I think it's a. I don't know. I don't know any celestial being that's a woman that's like that. Let me hang on.
Yeah, we were spending a while on Evie's channel the other day trying to figure out who it could be. A lot of speculation. I'm gonna go with probably Evie's mom. But isn't Quake's mom dead? Didn't she die in the TV show? I don't even remember what happened at the end of the season. Well, that's right. She can regenerate from anything. Yeah, maybe she's not dead.
I mean, for like what we know, could be like an entirely new Kabam introduced character. I mean, we don't know, man.
Yeah. I think a new Kabam character makes a lot of sense too. I like to go and do that kind of stuff. Oh, I just realized I'm not thinking this through very well. I did not plan for any of my teams.
See, like, there's no woman member of the Elders of the Universe, so like, I don't know.
Maybe it's Guillotine's mom.
Isn't she French or something?
Well, the word guillotine is French, but I think we were talking about. I think they're saying that she's one of the characters who Kabam made just for the game.
Oh yeah, they did.
And,
they did.
And Joe
Civil Warrior
Fix-It.
was the other one.
Civil Warrior, yeah. I think that was me and you were on the call on Eevee's channel when we were talking about that, though, weren't we? I think.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah,
that's true, Nebby Boy. But like, you know, Kabam usually with designs usually sticks with, you know, popular looks that people know about. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought Civil Warrior was a real comic book character.
If he was, it'd be cool to read, but like.
Because I didn't actually read the Civil War comics. I was already done kind of comic books before any of that came out. But
Eevee, if it would be your mom, you should be instantly 100% exploring it, and you will have to spend 0 items whatsoever. None whatsoever. And then all the wrenches on your channel should get instant 100% exploration.
Or in the background of your next stream, you should just get completely roasted by her.
Yes, that would be great. It could be like Tony's mom, but like on steroids. But yeah, guys in chat and Will, I want you to answer this question. How do you think they can fix Mystic Dispersion? Because it's broken right now. I mean, it's nowhere near as broken as Willpower was, but it's still pretty broken.
I don't know if it necessarily needs to be fixed. What do you mean by it's broken? You think it's too strong? I mean, it's definitely the only one worth using.
In higher tiers, right? If you go up against Magic or Juggernaut or Dormammu, you're constantly dexterity or whatever you want to call it, right? And you'll get that degen, they'll get so much power, the Limbo will kill you, the Unstoppable will back you into a corner. I mean, like, in T1, it's like absolutely ridiculous max Mystic Dispersion. I mean, with the tier, combined with the tier 1 nodes, I mean, like, say bye-bye.
Can you take dexterity off as a mastery, or no? If you take it off, can you still
evade?
evade?
You won't be able to evade specials.
Could you still evade if you don't have dexterity, though, or no?
No.
then I guess all you need to do is just make it so dexterity doesn't count towards being a buff.
I mean, yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Or just get rid of the critical hit on it. You know, I don't have a problem with not getting a critical hit if you use dexterity. I don't use dexterity for the purpose of getting the critical hit.
Mystic Dispersion not counting with dexterity would make a lot of sense. And then you could still use it on offense. Well, Eevee, Tech Collar is also still really strong. Pure Skill is broken. I mean, like, do you really want 6 retarded OP class masteries? Like, so dumb.
I think like they almost all need to be overpowered, or they're pretty much completely useless because they're only gonna work for such a small amount of your fights. That if they're not overpowered, they're just junk.
Well, when you're running Yonder or OG Vision, Tech or Starlord in Labyrinth, oh, I cannot speak today. Tech Collar is amazing. It's just so good. But yeah, those are literally the only ones worth investing in right now. It's Tech Collar and Mystic Dispersion.
I don't even know what Tech Collar does. I don't think I've ever even looked at it. I might have looked at it, but it's been a long time.
It reduces power gain, and it only affects Tech champions.
Yeah, I'm intentionally trying to set my account up to only draw Mystic stuff. I have a theory on it where I think the game tries to give you whatever you're weakest in. So I have all of my 3 stars. I think I have 2 Tech that aren't maxed yet. But I have 4 Mystic that aren't. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens with my crystal drawings now. Because I believe all of my 3 stars for my Mutant, Skill, Science, and Cosmic are all maxed out. So I want to see if now I start just drawing predominantly Mystic heavy.
Nabby Boy, because it wouldn't make any sense. Like, why would you give Iceman Incinerate? Like, he's already amazing. You don't need to give him Incinerate.
Why isn't he immune to Incinerate?
Well, he's immune to Incinerate.
He's immune to Incinerate? Oh, I don't think he should be immune to Incinerate. I think he should take like double damage from Incinerate.
Well, in the movies, like, he fought someone Pyro with the ability to control fire, but his organic ice completely shrugged it off. Like, he was not melting. True, Eevee, true. I mean, like, how would they change muted Genesis, though? Like, there's not really easy fixes.
I think it should also increase the regeneration.
For?
Mutant champions.
Why?
Because reducing bleed is kind of useless. Coagulate, I think, is better in general. But I think in order to make it more useful for mutants, it should decrease their bleed and increase their regeneration. I would consider investing in it then.
But imagine Wolverine in AQ. I mean, like, how quickly would you be healing back to full health at that? Let's say it increases regen by 20%. With recovery, that's 35%. And with salve, that's an extra 700 HP. So 35% extra healing plus 700 HP.
Well, I would assume what they would do, diminishing returns would come in there and completely screw the whole thing up. But...
Oh. But Wolverine, even with diminishing returns, is just like, whatever.
But I think it would make the regeneration of some of the other champions better. I would expect they would completely go through and figure out a way to screw you over with it, but...
Eevee, alright, prepare for very, very knowledgeable comment. Yeah, he should incinerate, but the thing is that he's so powerful that he controls every molecule in the air, therefore he can negate combustion due to lack of zero atoms since they are no longer a gas state. Hope this helps you understand the chemistry behind it. Nabby boy, with Wolverine, he should regenerate all the time like Deadpool. The thing is, Deadpool takes the regen from Wolverine, and if you made Wolverine regenerate all the time like a red dead suit, well, what? Red suit Deadpool. I mean, like, what would be the point of red suit Deadpool? Yeah, man, Evie's pulling out the inner chemistry nerd right there. Seriously, Legendary Gamer, did you just change your channel name? Oh my god.
It's Genser M. It's not Legendary Gamer.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, how much do you think the shards will go for in Cable Arena? I think I'm just going to go for 1.8 million and stop. I think that should be more than enough.
I don't even know where they're normally supposed to be at, but that sounds probably about right. Because I think he'll probably go like 4, maybe a little bit over 4 to be like super safe. But I think he'll probably go for like 4 million this time and like 3.5 million next time. He will go a little less, maybe even significantly less than Gwenpool. Actually, that'd be significantly less than Gwenpool. She went, what'd she go for? I had that up here somewhere. Yeah, Gwenpool went for 6.2 and 4.4, so I think he will go, would have been the last one he'd been equivalent to then. Ghost Rider, I think his numbers would be closer to.
Yeah, but if he Navy boy, but if he does, that won't he need oxygen, as the oxygen around him is decreasing in terms of molecules. Wouldn't he need oxygen, if that makes sense? But he's a gas Navy boy at that point, so. Nabby boy, he has the ability to control a lot on a molecular level. Like, that's what makes him so powerful. Wait, what? Huh. Voodoo didn't convert the power game.
Yeah, I don't understand a large portion of that whole conversation. I kind of
very, very complicated.
I didn't really realize that he controlled the atoms, and that was how he was using his powers.
Nabby boy, good point. Why isn't Ghost Rider immune to incinerate?
I don't
You're
think
really on fire.
I don't think incinerate was as big of a thing when they made Ghost Rider, and they didn't realize it was something that was going to be in the game as much. I think that's why. Something that they had overlooked.
Eevee's Magneto an Omega level. I'm pretty sure he's an Alpha level.
When I quit reading comic books, Magneto was the strongest person alive. Strongest human.
That's true, Eevee, but he can only manipulate metals from our Earth. Apocalypse apparently claimed him as a Alpha level mutant. Same as Cyclops.
I don't think they'd broken down all the Alpha and Omega yet when I had stopped reading. I don't know too much about who's what. The Dark Phoenix. Jean Grey's alternate state. Well, it's Dark Phoenix, actually, because Phoenix technically is like her daughter.
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix is her alternate persona.
She's just the host of the Phoenix, so that's what makes her so powerful. And yes, she's an Omega level mutant Navy boy.
But she's only sometimes when she's occupied by it, because it's not always with her.
Yeah, but she's still extremely strong in like telekinetic abilities or whatever. Yeah, I know, Eevee, I know. But Jean Grey is the mutant.
I feel now like I need to go read 20 years worth of comic books. I don't remember her destroying Apocalypse, but I guess that happened. Sometime after I finished junior high. I think I've already totally messed up my whole start here. Not been paying any attention really to who I was using, so I don't have any of this pre-planned to do the sandbag matches, and I don't have I did not use my 5 stars early enough like I was supposed to.
I don't sandbag. I don't see why people do it, but you know, sandbagging works.
I think once you have enough R5s, you don't have to anymore. But I don't have enough R5s to get around it yet. I don't even know who Franklin Richard is. I'm assuming that's the Fantastic Four people's kid. I don't really know anything about him at all.
No, he's a mutant. He's the son of Xavier.
Oh. I watched the TV show. Thought it was alright.
Oh, just from today, grinding milestones, I've gotten over 210 units. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I was like completely broke the other day, so.
I don't really remember Legion from the comic books either. I kind of do a little bit. Like, I remember a little bit about him, Xavier having a son, but Xavier might have had a bunch of random kids.
I'll be right back. I have to kill this rhino in AQ. Let's see how this goes. So, Rhino has strike back, ability triggers, okay. EB, the keyword is technically.
lightning is more powerful than controlling, like, you know, the rain or the wind.
Well, you can create storms and like storms. The super OP.
When did they start breaking all of the superheroes down into, like, alphas and omegas and all their powers and all that?
Well, I'm not extremely sure, but a lot of it was done like Apocalypse, like classified them as far as I'm aware. Did some classifying. And also because, I don't know, they must have made, like, mutants must have made something up. For God's sake, Rhino has charged at me 5 times in a row and they're all unblockable. Must be that stupid enhanced ability triggers node.
Yeah, I don't think Quicksilver is actually dead in the Marvel comic universe. One of the first things they say about him is his regeneration. When they talk about what his special powers are, they bring that up before they bring up his speed. So I think he's going to wind up coming back out of middle of nowhere somewhere. And everybody's like, wait, you're not dead? And Coulson's not dead? What's going on? Because I don't think any of the Avengers know yet that Coulson's still alive. In the movies and TV show. Well, he might not necessarily be free right now. I don't think he's just walking around like everyone knows he's around. But I think he's locked up somewhere. Probably in a secret lab. A jail cell of some kind.
Oh, that's Rhino down.
Well, Scarlet Witch wasn't decapacitated though, like, because Quicksilver was lying there, dead. They could have easily thrown him in a cage, and because the first time you see them both, they're in cages. The guys in Hydra have them in cages. Like, I don't know who would necessarily have him right now. I don't know if if remnants of Hydra would have him, or if anyone else. I think they kind of hinted at Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch being a lot stronger than they made them to be in the movies when they talk about describing them.
No, Nappy Boy. One of his powers is super speed, but he's nowhere near as powerful as the Flash, as Evie has pointed out. Well, yeah, Evie, it's like kind of an easy thing. Like Quicksilver is nowhere near as powerful as he could be. Well, Nabby, they practically did copy a lot of DC stuff. Come on, they have Hyperion, which is Marvel's Superman.
Yeah, almost all of the heroes from Marvel were originally taken from DC. Marvel just had better writing.
Yeah. Hey Evie, anytime, dude. You're awesome. The stream, the positive vibes, all the support you give to the other channels, man. It's just awesome. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yeah, take it easy, buddy. Yeah, every stream is always pretty awesome. Good times. Now, if we're not going to discuss the physics of each individual Marvel character, though, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Like, I think I have a pretty good understanding of physics and all that, but I don't really remember that much of how each of the champions works and all the different superheroes are supposed to work, all the different explanations of their powers and all that. Like, it's definitely been a while. As the kids would say, it's been a minute. Been getting pretty big too. Like a lot of times in my recommended viewing, I'll get videos to like explain different comic book storylines. I like watching a lot of that stuff too. That's nice, Tony. How's it going, Thunderous Gaming?
Nice, congrats, Tony. One more pass, dude. You'll get there. Are you eating?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't see it on stream. All I hear is the call.
Oh, stale Cheez-Its that my wife was hiding on me. They're not good anymore.
Thunderous, what, did you get bored of the game?
I'm assuming that's ironic. She's probably been playing all day. Yeah, I think I made it about as far as I could. I cleared the 2 stages. I think I need to wait to get Dr. Voodoo and Guillotine back into my actual team to be able to really try to do anything.
Tony says, Brewster was so angry yesterday in a channel called High Welshman. Jensa Emo, aka Legendary Gamer, says, I was just eating Cheez-Its. Well, Tony, shouldn't he be banned if he mods in game, if the High Welshman hacks and stuff?
I definitely like what Kabam has been doing to get rid of a lot of the hacking in the game. I think it's pretty cool.
Big fat butt, welcome to the stream, my friend.
How's it going, DeReal? Now, I come from snitches get stitches, so I'm not reporting anybody, but I think guys probably should be careful with it. Like, I would think, too, one thing you guys need to be careful of, too, is talking about multiple accounting on YouTube channels. Like, in mine, I don't think it really matters too much, because, like, nobody's watching, but, like, I don't know, like, I think all the moderators on Sliceum's channel talk about multiple accounting all the time, and it's like, all they need to do is have you say that you multiple accounted on one, figure out what one of your accounts was, and then just ban every account that's logged into that device. And then they have plenty of justification on it. Yeah, there's different ways that they can figure things out. I mean, they don't necessarily need all of the information as much as like me or you would need to figure somebody out. They can figure stuff out a lot quicker and easier than we can. Now, with all the information they have, like the amount of information sharing you're giving Kabam every time you log in is ridiculous. I don't think anybody has any idea how much information they know. They know where you are every second of every day, pretty much.
That is freaking scary.
They know more about you than you have like any idea, because they track all of your devices too, everything you've logged in on. It all gets linked in together. They probably say they don't secretly sell all that information to the CIA and Target, but I'm sure they do. It's too much money not too much money not to. Data is too expensive. A very big business. But they can then use all that other information to track everything else, because they get the exact IP number from your phone. And if you log in like me, I have my phone and my tablet. I have the game on, but they can use that information to extrapolate out for what other things I do, and take information from Facebook to see what else I've done and where I've been. Also link it with my computer, with my TV, my PlayStation. Potentially with my car's GPS.
Brussel, that is very true. You don't have to spend money on the game. It's just going to take a bit longer and you have to spend a lot of time. That's all.
I'm saying you don't have to install a mod to get your info. I'm saying simply because you have installed the game on your cell phone, in your terms and agreements, you give them all of your info. When you install a mod on there, though, like, I don't know right offhand if they can see the mod directly. I'd assume they can't see it directly. There's got to be something else they'd have to use to look for it. But the only real way to get around them getting all of your information is to use a VPN, which... I know enough about to know that I probably should be using one, but I'm too cheap to actually use one. But like a VPN would be the only way to actually like hide your information, so they can't see exactly who you are and what you're doing. But that's how it's getting too complicated for me. Well, I mean, multiple accounting is something that they could clean up pretty easily, but definitely different things what they don't want to do. Like, they don't want to go through and just start mass banning accounts and then go, like, you know, because, like, if, like, you and your brother or something were to play on the same tablet, you know, they don't want to go and get rid of that. But there's a lot of things that they could do to track it, like trying to figure out exactly what you're doing, hopping back and forth between, you know, if you've logged on to 10 different accounts, you're probably cheating, and then everyone who's logged into that, they could check to see, and they could link all of the accounts, you know, all 10 accounts who have logged onto that one, and then every account those accounts have logged into, they could just turn and ban all of them, and just start banning in like spider webs of just who's logged into what. They want to start getting ridiculous with it. To a certain degree, you know, they don't necessarily want to ban the multiple accounting because I don't think that's the biggest problem they have right now. The biggest problem is probably the different like modification software that people are installing into the game. Which I don't know exactly how they would go about that because that information is not going to be shared the same. But they should have security software up that should be able to tell the majority of what's going on. Like when the game went down today, it was most likely that there was some new kind of mod that was put in that they found, and then they went through and shut down everybody who was using that mod, but they have to completely stop the game in order to do it. Like one of those things, I'm sure you've seen the YouTube videos on how to get like infinite units.
Yup.
I've never watched the High Welshman. I don't really know who that is. I don't think I've ever really watched a YouTuber where I was like really genuinely did not like them and I like stayed in the channel. I guess if I didn't like them, I'd just leave.
I've been a bit quiet. I've just been doing some questing and clearing my lane in AQ. Gotta concentrate on that.
It's all good. I've just been going on conspiracy rants.
Yeah, Will, are you running Pacify?
No.
You don't face that many magics in war?
Just, I don't know. I think it's kind of a waste. Yeah, I don't really fight that many yet either. I don't have a real big problem with magic. So, I mean, I don't know if it's just that I'm just not fighting any that are strong enough. Like, I don't fight the bosses. So that's normally where everyone puts them. I mean, I can beat an R5 magic on the power gain node without a problem, without really noticing anything about it. Now, I haven't had to fight an R3 magic yet, 5-star. So,
well, on a boss node, a 455 magic's limbo ticks for over 600.
yeah.
And on an attack node, it ticks for over 800 to 1,000. Yeah, it's not nice.
Yeah, I've never really had... I didn't even notice for a long time that her limbo even did damage. This is not something I've ever really even, like, noticed. Like, there's a couple spots in the game that are a lot higher up where it's easier to notice, but...
I mean, like, what path do you run in AW?
I've been running... It kind of goes back and forth. Sometimes I'll run the power gain path off to the side. Now I'm running the Thorns path off to the side instead. But I had something weird happen with that.
Mini, or?
I don't know what path to be considered. They're right off of the middle with the Thorns.
Alright, okay. Oh, yeah, no, I get that. I've run that path before.
I was fighting Ant-Man. He was duped. And I could shrug off, or I could, I was using Iceman, and Iceman was able to use his Cold Snap to negate his Glance, but he wasn't able to negate Thorns then.
Negate Glance?
Yeah. He was Cold Snap, he was able to negate his Glance, but he wasn't able to negate the Thorns. I was taking full damage from the Thorns.
Well, Cold Snap only negates evade. That's it.
I thought Cold Snap was also supposed to help me against thorns.
No, it's not.
No? God damn it. Alright. Then that's not quite as strong as I thought it was. Yeah, because I had to fight a whole bunch of science champions, so my Black Widow was already dead, so I thought using Iceman there on thorns would be really good. But I guess
it's not a bad decision, because Iceman, depending on who it is on thorns, like you can see Ant-Man on thorns, but like Iceman's just good in general for dealing with whatever else. So your AW attack team is Black Widow, Iceman,
and Star-Lord.
And who's the last person? Star-Lord, okay.
Have to find a place for Star-Lord. He's got to get in there somewhere. There's no way I cannot be using my R5 Star-Lord with signature 99. He's got to get in there somewhere.
Yeah, if you don't use, if you have, a Star-Lord and you're not bringing him into AW, you're crazy. Unless you suck at boss killing. But even then, you're still bringing Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Brutal, how do you think he's underrated? His damage is balls. It sucks. Poison sucks. He's only good on defense. And the only node I think he's good on is Thorns.
Yeah,
see, I run the bottom right pass, but I go up to the right mini-boss, but I take the bleed node, and I don't take the Thorns node. So, yeah. I usually see, Juggernauts and Electros and stuff, so Captain America's just my MVP for that.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get to throw a bunch of stones in my Captain America. I think that'll be pretty nice.
Having him duped, I mean, it's amazing. I usually intercept really aggressively, but with Captain America, I can just sit back and block. And it's so much fun. Yeah, Bruce, that's probably another good node. Armor and health nodes. I mean, it'll take forever to kill him. But if you somehow end up bringing Star-Lord or somebody to deal with him, I mean, it's not that much of a problem. But he can definitely time out people, dude. I'm not arguing that. Oh crap, got smacked.
I don't know exactly why the servers went down. I don't know if they said anything. They're not gonna reveal a trade secret kind of thing like that, why exactly it went down. But my assumption was because of their attempting to crack down on all the hacking. Normally when the system goes down like that, it's because they found a security breach that's going to cost them money. Oh, hopefully that was probably dumb. I don't know if I can let him hit me. Oh shoot! I haven't been charging my tablet this whole time.
Oh. Uh-oh. Yep. Definitely Brutal. Probably the best Storm Armor killer in AQ.
It might have gone down specifically because of that video, but I don't think there's a mod that they could actually put in that could stop them from banning you, but there's probably a mod that you could get that would, in theory, be able to make it harder for them to see that you're using other mods. I don't know a whole lot about them, but just talking about computer programming in general. There wouldn't be one that you could get, though, that would make you more powerful than what Kabam could do to you, but there are ones that you could probably get that would probably be able to hide you. But somebody would have to write it, and I don't know a whole lot about them. I didn't really know that people were actually even using them in the game. I assume their security was tight enough and they were making more than enough money that those kind of things weren't even getting through. but it's been pretty bad. But I think they've definitely been doing a really good job cracking down on it, and you'll see the AQ numbers, or not AQ numbers, the I didn't even look to see where
Arena.
we did in AQ. See the arena numbers. You can already see that since they started cracking down on it, how like the numbers have dropped ridiculous. There aren't guys just scoring through the roof who aren't really putting the time in. Because I thought it was just natural escalation from, people just learning how to score better, which is what I thought it was.
What did you use for Roll Wolverine? I use Skeleton. Oh, yep, 550 BW totally worked back before 12.0. Oh yeah, Jensen, we can totally beat Realm of Legends, dude. You should know that if you're Jensen. But, yeah, definitely. He might have problems on some of the champions, though. Nabby boy, I do not believe so.
Yeah, no, I don't think it would either, because if you look at like Brian Grant's crystals, a lot of that stuff doesn't necessarily like update. I mean, some of them very specifically don't. So I would assume he will probably sit on his couple dailies that he has, because I think it's going to be a different crystal then when it changes over.
When it changes over, there's going to be no daily crystals for him left. None whatsoever.
It's not going to automatically open his daily crystals. He's just not going to get a new daily crystal anymore. But he should still be able to keep the other ones in his inventory forever. Right next to his egg. But it'll probably be
have you gotten used to using Voodoo, even odd combos, all that stuff?
No, I don't pay any attention to even odd combos.
You should. Voodoo, if you use Voodoo on even combo, for a lot of things, he's so OP. Like, so OP.
He's pretty OP, just, not knowing whether you're paying attention to an even or odd combo. Because he's the only guy you'd have to do that with. It's just kind of... I haven't really got around to it yet.
Like, when I run that Cosmic Lane in AQ on my main account, all you have to do, you hit Groot a few times, you use the L1, and you get 24 stacks of poison, and you win the game. And you just play keep away, and they lose.
Yeah, I normally drop Groot really fast and don't pay any attention to whether I'm on even or odd. But by the second one, I'll probably be on the right combination number, so...
That's true.
I won't want to hit in fives. So when I want to use the special on the even number...
Sorry?
The odd number. I want to use Voodoo specials on the even number or on the odd number?
Well, it depends. So let's say you have like 8 stacks of lower, right? And they have 2 more buffs. You want to use it on the even combo then, because you'll convert all those buffs to poison no matter what happens. But let's say, you're facing a Thorns node, use it on the odd combo, right? So that way Thorns won't affect you as much. But most of the time when you're converting like lower and stuff into poison, you want to be on the even combo. Basics almost done. Oh, I'll grind this arena then. Let's see. Bristol, what's your rating, dude? And fix you up with an alliance. But honestly, rating doesn't even matter that much, so. Will, I think I actually have to get going. Just give me a second here.
Alright.
帮忙得去倒那个油，可能要你帮忙。
Oh, okay.
那个因为那个油，爸爸今天买那个猪扒非常好，今天这个真的又便宜又。这里帮忙，你要帮我涂那个漏斗 ，OK？
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll be back in like 10 minutes, alright?
Alright.
Okay.
没有油啊，那种油，那种桶没办法。
I'm in HBE. 300k you probably fit in here pretty well. You run map 5 times a week. Pretty decent. Ish. But I don't think we have an actual opening right now. We're an open alliance. So we just kind of like, boss man just kind of kicks whoever he feels like kicking. Whenever they do something dumb they doesn't like. There's always random open spots. End the call with him for a minute, and when he's ready to come back, can add him back in then. Do. So I'd like to go at Magic, but I don't want to take the chance there being two. There's probably not two Mystics. Let's put Star-Lord on Magic. That'll work out alright. Let's see. Neither one of them bleed. Go like that. Tend to like Star-Lord against Magic though. It tends to go pretty well for me. Boom, boom, boom. points am I getting per round? Like in the arena right now, so far I've gotten like almost nothing because I've used my 3-star teams. I can probably do in the featured arena, I think I can do, I want to say it's like 600,000 points every 2 hours or something like that. In the basic arena. In the featured arena, I don't know, it's probably actually a lot less because I run out of champions. So I'd have to start using reviving guys up in order to be able to play straight. But if I just play straight in the featured arena, I'd probably grind about, so I guess it would be about 300k an hour. How's it going, 3-guy war? I'm definitely seeing my number, though, is definitely going up pretty rapidly. I think last time I counted, I had about 40 4-star champions, and then I think I went and I added like 5 more. 40 4-star champions. Yeah, I've been completely botching this whole thing. I was supposed to use my 5 stars starting on like fight 4 or 5, and I completely forgot. And I wasn't paying attention to what teams I was using. I don't even remember where. This one gets me a lot of times though. I'm doing the T4 basic arena right now. I was able to salvage it out though, which makes me feel pretty happy. Almost all the way at the infinite streak. And hopefully I can do this just in one solid run. Yeah, I don't know. I like the arenas. I like the way they're done. I think one thing would be kind of cool if they did, if you had a better idea of where it was you stood at any given moment in time, would make it a little bit nicer. So I'd like it if, like, every, you know, like 12 hours or 24 hours, they would take, like, a screenshot, and they didn't have to post it in the game. They could post it, like, on the forums or something if they wanted you to look there. But if they take, like, a screenshot, like, I think they do something like that in the Transformer game, so you can see for the arena like where you stand at that moment in time to make it easier to predict what the ending numbers are going to be. Obviously there's going to be a large amounts of change that are going to happen, you know, because you'll have guys who will grind for like 2 days, yeah, like a live ranking, but I don't think it needs to be running constantly, because I think the amount of math that would need to be done on it for them to constantly show us where everybody's ranking would be too much. Like take a screenshot every, you know, 12 hours or 24 hours or something like that, so that people could better predict about what they thought they needed to do. I don't know, it might make things worse though too, to a certain degree, but because, you know, there's a lot of times in an arena, you know, I'll only grind one day maybe. The last arena I did Vulture in 1 day, and then I did Captain America the next day. Because I was out of town, so I wasn't able to split them up. And then, you know, that last day I just went like well over for both of them, just to be safe. Didn't want to wind up missing a 3-star. You know, what would I do if I was a 3-star short? But I still feel kind of salty about missing Awakening my Hyperion. I don't feel as bad about it now. I duped him out of a 4-star crystal, so he wound up having a much higher signature ability, but I am waiting right now for... Let's see, I need Science Advancement, and I need Cosmic Advancement, so that I can go and dump just a ton of stones into him. My 4-star stones. Should be able to make my Hyperion pretty nasty. then my Captain America, I kind of want to split those stones between him and Quake. Try and split them down the middle. Oh, I should have hit him with that heavy. Boom, boom, boom. But I would think that would probably be the best thing that they could do. But I like the grind of the arena. Actually, like I really get into it. I mean, sometimes I'm tired. I have a hard time getting like into my groove and into my rhythm. But I enjoy playing it. I enjoy playing the arena for ridiculous amounts of hours, like way more hours than I should be playing. I do it the hard way too. I don't put assassins on or the suicides on or anything like that. I just log on and start slowly chipping away at it. But trying to accurately predict the numbers is probably the hardest downfall of it, because it's just kind of rough when you try to guess based off the previous champs, and then you just, you know, what really is safe. You know, I missed Magic in both runs because I thought she was going to go significantly lower than she did, and I just didn't have the energy after doing Ghost Rider. Right now I'm at pretty much like nothing on any of them. I didn't play the arena at all yesterday. I am going to do just the T4 basic arena, and then I'm going to do Cable next week in the second run. I'm at 287 right now for the T4 basic. So then I'll just go, I'll probably wait till tomorrow night, and then I'll grind out the milestones tomorrow night. Because I'm terrible like that. I guess after I finish this, maybe I can start working on some of them. What do you mean they should make arena milestones based only? But you don't think they should have rank rewards? You don't think they should have that second column? I kind of like the rank rewards. It'd be nice if they would, yeah, I guess maybe some way to change it up a little bit so you can make sure you stopped in the right one. I don't know if that necessarily works as well, though, if they would get rid of the rank milestones from the second column. It would throw off a lot of what you're trying to do and trying to grind to see who can get like the highest. Yeah, no, but I mean, I think like getting a better champion or somebody who's more desirable should be harder. I think like getting, you know, Tech Spider-Man should be a lot harder than trying to get, you know, like Joe Fix-It. I know there's definitely times though when I feel like that though, like I get irritated and go like, ah. Hyperion and Voodoo Grind were insane, but they were enjoyable. help. Let's see what I want to do. AQ. I'm probably not actually doing anything in AQ. Yeah, there's a bunch of other guys in here who are just like lurking in the background. You know, I got a pretty good chance. Frojo's probably back there, maybe just listening. And let's see, if I scroll up, I could probably figure out who else is up there listening. Let's see, Evie might still be in the channel listening technically, even though he's working on something else. A lot of guys who just lurk in the background. Eternal Warrior still technically here. Sure, Nabby Boy and Jimson are here. They're just working on whatever they're working on. A lot of guys just kind of sitting in the back, just listening. No, I didn't see his. I don't think I saw a stream about bases, but I don't think there's a way that they feel like they can work that out where they're not giving a giant advantage to a competitive advantage that's too big to be overcome to the bigger alliances, where then like the smaller, newer alliances where newer players wouldn't be able to catch up because they got to make sure the game can't hit that that curving point. The guys on the bottom have to be able to eventually catch the guys on the top. I mean, I feel like I've done a really good job making a lot of progress by just trying to outplay the guys who are ranked above me. I mean, I'm definitely not better than any of them are. But I think just from being consistent and trying to make smart choices with my time and all that. Yeah, I would say, well, like, war right now would be, Alliance War would be the closest thing we'd have right now, I would think, to, like, a raid. Alliance Quest is kind of, Alliance Quest is a little different. Alliance War would be the closest thing we have to a raid, though. Yeah, I don't like the idea of us having, of somebody being able to, like, use war to raid our stash or something like that, because then you would just not want to have a stash. But yeah, I don't know. Last I heard too, I guess I didn't see his, but it was either Brian Grant or Rich the Man were talking about it a while ago, and they went through and read everything that Kabam had put on the forums about it, and Kabam said that was in there, but there wasn't any real plan for them to use it right now, and there wasn't any real plan for them to be using it in the future, in the soon future. So I know, did I mess that up? Did I mess it up? I think I'm supposed to use, I think I've been doing that wrong for a while. I think I'm supposed to use Rogue with that team. I think Rogue gets a synergy with Magneto. I've been forgetting about it. Like, raiding in a lot of other games is normally like, you know, that's your big end game thing, but the big end game thing here is more of like war and AQ. I think at some time they will. They talked about that in that same video. I can't remember right offhand though. Yeah, it's probably Brian Grant, but it could have been Rich the Man. But yeah, the summoner cap is another one. They don't want to raise the level on it because it would screw everything up right now with the content. It's 5:26 a.m. here in Tampa, sunny Tampa, Florida. They can't really raise the level though because it would screw up all the content they have. Then It's like they can't add more mastery points in because it would mess up the ability to do things like it would make LOL too easy, and it would make Act 5 too easy, so that like the game wouldn't be enjoyable then. I need to finish mowing my yard tomorrow. Probably do whatever my wife tells me she wants me to do to make her happy. Probably do another stream late at night after she goes to bed. Trying to keep me on the same right sleep schedule, but that Saturday night one is kind of rough though. Like, because a lot of times I'll go to bed for like 3 or 4 hours first, and then I'll get up and do it like in the middle of the night kind of. I'll go to bed with my wife on her first shift schedule, so she does not too mad at me for working second shift. I don't think I have a whole lot to do though. I want to make sure that anything she wants me to get done I have done, so next week when I sit down to do cable, she's not like, oh, I need you to do this and this and this and this. Like, no, babe, I need to do work. So I kind of plan things around like that. I knew, like I'll look at the calendar and kind of plan out how I'm going to play and when I'm going to play. I knew the T4 basic arena was going to happen right now, so like I didn't really want to be doing cable and trying to do the T4 arena at the same time, because that can be kind of a hassle. Like, unless I have legitimate time off, and Saturday for me is less of a day off than a day I have to go to work. So, day I have to go to work, my health structure is easy, but Saturday winds up being like, who knows? I'm going to do whatever the wife tells me I'm going to do. Alright, take it easy, Ninja. Definitely understand that. I didn't think I was going to be this awake already. I thought I was going to be completely asleep already. No, last night I logged on. I was hoping that Evie was going to stream, and I wanted to go in his stream and hope that he would just let me just do commentary in his. And then he wasn't on, so I went to Brian Grant's and I was watching him spin crystals, and then I fell asleep at the computer. It's like, oh. Like, oh, it's time to go to bed. Like, I felt pretty bad because, like, I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, hey, I'll score like 1,000,000 points in all the arenas, like in the 3 bigger ones, and I'll be feeling pretty good about that. And yeah, Evie's pretty cool. I like his stream a lot, talking with him. He's very knowledgeable about a lot of things, and it's cool, bro. Kind of reminds me a lot of the best Keegan. Another younger guy. Pretty knowledgeable. I haven't seen Keegan around in quite a while. I know last time I saw him, he said he was having problems with his computer. I wasn't able to stream, so he hasn't been around as much, but he's busy with real life. I like the grand scheme a lot too. I like Keith Winnett, but he's always, stream times are really bad for me now because he started only streaming, like he streams Like right when I start getting ready for work. As soon as I turn the computer off is when he goes on the stream, so they're rough. I don't think I really watch a lot of Rizzo. I think I just recently added him. So I haven't caught... I think I probably only caught like one of his live, and that was when I added him, but I don't think I had really caught a whole lot of it. I think I've seen him though in other channels, and I've talked to him in other people's streams. There's definitely a lot of guys I try to watch. Doctor Strange is another one I try to watch too, but he's always on, like him and Vex, and who else is in there? There's a whole bunch of guys who are I always try to watch, but like it's so hard trying to watch them at all because they're always on. James, they're always on at like the exact same time as like when I'm at work. I was like, ugh. Because I work nights, I don't get to catch anyone who's on streaming during that second shift while I'm at work. It's like every day I pretty much mix everyone from Keith Winnett to Slice 'em. Normally Slice 'em's and Brian Grant. I come home right when they're done. I like Seaton. I don't really like watching his streams necessarily a whole lot. I think he's a lot better than I am, like so much better than I am that it's kind of like I don't feel like I can learn anything from his streams anymore. I don't think he gets in enough with like the strategy on things. Like I love watching his actual videos that he does. Like he doesn't I don't think he doesn't post his live streams up anymore. He goes through and edits them and just puts the like whatever he edits out of it in his videos for searchable videos. But I don't know. I think being a little bit arrogant's okay. I think I'm a little bit arrogant too, and I'm not anywhere near as good as he is. So I can definitely see how he'd rub people the wrong way, but I like him. Oh, I loved it. He was doing a while ago on his live streaming, his LOL run. And I wasn't like planning to watch it at all. I just kind of, my wife was taking forever getting ready. So I walked in here while he was working on it, and while he was doing it, and oh man, he was just swearing so much. It's nice seeing like other YouTubers like hit real moments. It's like, oh, this is no bueno. I love watching like Brian Grant when the game goes down. He's normally really good for that. I'm gonna start doing like Neopets. I'm not a big fan of getting in the streams when there's like too many people in there though. Normally whatever someone's talking about, like I've got an opinion on. I don't like it if I like try to type something in the chat and like I make a real good point and then it just kind of nobody even sees it because the chat's going so fast. I'm kind of really starting to like the kind of setup that I've been doing in here. I'll get like 2 guys on Skype and then like 10 guys in the chat. I think that's pretty nice. every question can be answered and get like multiple people's opinions on it pretty easily. I think it works pretty well. Yeah, we got rid of our cable a while ago, so I definitely spend quite a bit of time watching watching YouTube. We have Cody, but Cody's starting to get to the point it only works sometimes. So still manage to binge watch shows here and there though. Yeah, I don't think I have any real issue with Seaton. I think like Seaton and dork lessons are pretty much the reason why I'm YouTubing. Kind of changed my mind up on what video gaming could be. I need to work on a lot of things. I need to get some video editing skills down so I can do content some different ways than I'm doing it right now. Because I'd like to do more videos on like fighting mechanics and how things work and like really breaking it down, but without having video editing skills, that makes it a lot harder to do. I like stuff kind of when guys break stuff down like frame by frame by frame. They discuss kind of what's going on in their head. Like I used to do that a lot with my videos and sit here and describe every little thing I was trying to do and my whole thought process on everything, but I'd like to do more videos like that. It kind of works in the live stream, but it doesn't really work as well in the live stream when everybody's, you know, everyone in the stream's been playing longer than I have. How's it going, Frojo? And I was all disappointed at work today that when the game went down. I was at work, I went on break, and I'm like, what the fuck? Am I supposed to do my job now? This is ridiculous. I don't want to work at work. I only get to play during break, though. But get a lot of breaks. Get about an hour a day in at work. Yeah, your roster is definitely pretty beefy, Frojo. I didn't realize it was really that big. Ridiculous. That's pretty awesome, though. Well, you're pretty much on. Why can't I think now, man? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You're on like Slice'ems every night, aren't you? And then you do your own off to the side. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, I was in there for a little bit earlier today. Kind of, by left, kind of early-ish. I was there. You guys were talking about the beginning half of the offensive mastery. So I was like, oh man, this is kind of dry. I really wanted to get in and see what I could do on Act 5. Because I hadn't actually started it yet. I didn't understand how that new crystal was going to work. I was on vacation when they released everything about it. So I misread it. I thought you had to be 100% done with Act 5.2 in order to get it. Well, like some of the back stuff in Masteries would be interesting to watch, so I may sit down and rewatch it and then just kind of cut to the parts I want to hear you guys talk about and discussing. Because there's some that, like, I guess I used a while ago. I'd have to take a look at them and see what they're even called now. I don't remember. Masteries. Probably on defense. Like, I can't see it. Where is it? Like these two right here specifically, like, I don't really feel like there's a real use for them anymore. Inequity and Resonate. Like, I have them, and I just don't really care for them from trying to use them. Now, I think it was before 12.0. And then I don't use Unfazed either. That was one that some people use, but would have been interesting to hear what everyone's opinion was on some of the different uses on some of that stuff that I'm not real big into. Yeah. Because I was watching like Brian Grant. He uses like some kind of weird crazy setup that I really don't understand. But I don't know, I've used my setup that I have now for quite a long time. It really hasn't changed much. I may tweak it here and there depending on who my top champions are at the moment. I thought Slice'ems was weird too, because everybody puts 15 in the front to get everything in the back. And it looked like on offense he had like 20 in the front. Seemed to be a little weird. I think they'd be better used spread out more, but so I'm not really sure. Like, even though I watch him quite a bit, like, I have no idea who his champions are or what his playing style is. These guys here. Oh, they're way down there. Alright, let's see if I can do this. See, hopefully this won't. This could potentially break the streak. Hopefully it won't. Oh, that's not what I want. That's what I want. At least it doesn't break it. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you it did too. Man. That's what I get for playing around. How's it going, Sergio? Haven't seen you in quite a while. I was thinking about it earlier today. I think you're I think you were one of my first subscribers. I try coming over and checking out your channel every once in a while, and every time I get in there, like it seems like it's all really nice, except I can't understand anything you guys are saying. I definitely loved. There was a while ago you were doing a bunch of like X-Men videos, like right after. I assume it was probably right after you got Phoenix. You were you played the old '90s X-Men music in there. It's like that was always pretty awesome. I always think it's kind of crazy too how many people in here, how many of the regulars in my channel are bilingual. And, like, I can barely speak English. So yeah, I get a lot of guys from Legion in here all the time too, and I go check out their channels, and like I didn't realize that they don't speak English either. I don't know if they speak French. I'll check theirs out every once in a while. I think it's weird that you go in to watch somebody stream though, and speaking a different language, it gets a lot harder to know what's going on in there. Some of the stuff's easy and straightforward enough, you know, in the playing, but totally understand. Just leave it open. Don't even bother closing it. Yeah, we have a security guy who works out at my building at nights. I guess there's probably also a bunch of guys who actually do it during the day, because during the day they actually have stuff to do. But at night we don't really receive things in. So the guy doesn't really have to do a whole lot. So I think about Frojo every time I see him driving around on his golf cart. Let me see him on break when I go out to my car. I leave my phone out in my car. I'm looking for Camila Khan. Oh, no golf cart? Oh, man. Well, the weather there is probably kind of close to the weather here. I kind of want a golf cart living here in Florida. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know if I actually want a golf cart, though, or if I really want just, like, a big, oversized, like, four-wheeler. Like one of them, like, John Deere things that sits, like, 4 people. I live pretty close to Sun City, Florida, which is known as Heaven's Doormat. It's a large retirement community. So there's tons of golf carts. It's kind of cool going over there sometimes. Like some of them are all like pimped out, like spinners on the golf carts and all kinds of like slick paint jobs. Some of the people who live over here are cool. One problem with getting one is the way my community specifically is laid out. I'm right off like a major road, so I don't think I could actually take it anywhere. I live a little too far away from all of like the shopping and all that. I don't know if I could actually take it down there to them. Probably take it to like the pool and back. I don't know if that would be worth messing around with it though. I don't think I could actually even make it to the Walmart that's down the block in it. I don't think I'm allowed to take it on the main road like that. Speed limit's like 60, so I don't think I'd make it very long in the golf cart. But the Walmart's got golf cart parking. Just kind of funny. So when my friends come and visit, they take pictures of the golf cart parking. They go back up to Wisconsin. They don't have a whole lot of that up there. Nice. It's nicer than what I drive. I have a 2006 Lincoln Zephyr. I vacuumed it for the first time in about a year this week. We bought it while my wife was out of work. It's not a bad car though. It's alright. Got a pretty good deal on it, so. Like really low mileage. Only one dead hooker in the trunk though. I changed that as quick as I could. Yeah, one of the guys at work has I guess it's probably one of the guys on days because I normally see him. He's leaving when I'm coming in. He's got a Ford Fusion hybrid. That thing looks pretty nice. I don't know if it actually is or not. I haven't test driven one, but I assume it is. Yeah, back when my job paid me better and I wasn't a disgruntled employee who tries spending as much time as he can each workday playing video games, I used to drive a BMW. It's pretty nice. 06 325 XI. It's fully loaded. The thing was pretty amazing. Car was probably part of the happiest times of my life. I was trying to think about the timeline in my head to make sure I had it right the other day. Because I bought the BMW, well I guess I had the BMW for a long time. But when I met my wife, she wound up totaling it, but I think she totaled it like a month before we got engaged. And that was part of how I knew she was the one. She wrecked my car and I was like, I was just happy she was okay. What? No. She made the best chicken parm that day I've ever had in my life. I was like, yep, marrying this woman. I just bought a GMC Acadia. That I don't have anymore. That we had to trade in like a year later because I couldn't afford the gas on it anymore. But I think it was easier because I just bought the truck. But my wife's pretty awesome. Not to say there aren't times like I'm not super frustrated with her, but Yeah, I was just happy when it happened that she was alright. Wasn't too bad though either. I think like the insurance paid me probably like well more than what I thought the car was worth at that point. But let's see. They all like the same spot. I haven't even started this one yet. Oh man. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think we're getting down to that last 0.5% of my battery now. That or it's just lagging. So we may only have a couple minutes left here. Kind of weird to hit the refresh button and it looks like I am in a different version of YouTube now than I was in a minute ago. Maybe it just didn't load right? Or if now I'm in, maybe this is what normal people see? And before I was in the version that just I would see? It looks very different. The information's in different spots. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, take it easy, sir. Thanks for stopping by and checking in. This is the first guy to talk to me on YouTube. Like, legitimately talk to me on YouTube. Came in my first weekend. I was doing my channel. I was trying to stream for cable. Oh, that was a long time ago. Wow. I wonder maybe he thought about me because cable's up in the arena. And I still don't have him yet. I'll get him on like Monday though. Well, I probably won't actually. I won't have enough points till probably like Tuesday night, but start working for him on Monday. Alright, I think I'm probably going to call it there because I don't know how much longer my battery's actually going to last. It's probably about to die because I did not charge it almost the entire time we were streaming. I did not realize that I had my phone plugged in instead. So I'm gonna go to bed. So thanks guys for coming and checking out and hanging out tonight. Yeah, it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button, come back and hang out again some other time, you know, hit the like button, and you know, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. About a 50-50 chance I'll be back tomorrow at about the same time, but we'll see. If I come on and there's like 6 other guys streaming, I may just kind of bounce back and forth between all them, so I'm gonna get some sleep though, so I'll talk to you guys later.